Welcome. This is President Polo Podcast. I'm here with Max. Here at the Pizza Buffet. You hungry? Let's go. Look at this guy. He serves himself broccoli. His mom didn't even tell him to eat it. But yeah, he went to the buffet and he wanted broccoli. I want Chinese food. I saw that section and I got a whole Chinese plate.
Text you or call you once I go to.
But my man Max over here, he's inside out. He's the Pixar movie. He listens to his parents and he eats all his vegetables. Second plate, instead of Asian food, I got a hamburger flatbread with some fried chicken and fries. You just asked me about my crush on Hilary Duff. She's married. She's very married. She's very married, but yeah, we had a connection. More with the other people on set, but in that scene, she looks over to me, and I look over to her. And in that moment, I got a crush on her, big time, big time, and so much so that I portray myself in my mind, in that fictional world, as one of her ex-boyfriends. So yeah, we had a connection across the room. Strangers in the night. But her friend liked me. Her friend that played her arch enemy on the show, she did one of these moves to me. Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom. Like wanted me to like leave the class with her. The thing was, I was supposed to say, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom too, and then walk with her. She wanted to talk to me more because they were surprised I was just an extra. You get to sit with them in the same classroom. There's an actual bungalow where you have the tutors because sometime out of the day we're minors. We have to be in class.
Oh, cool.
And guess what? I'm known to be a class clown, so I was the center of attention at the table of the class. So I just asked the teacher something I like to ask. It was controversial at the time. I'm a straight A student at this point in middle school, all A's. So you can't stump me on algebra or anything. And I asked them. I know how to stump the teachers though. I asked the teacher, "Excuse me, can I just ask this because we're just talking about all the subjects and everything. Why did they stop teaching religion in class? Why did they just stop teaching religion in school?" You know, they used to in the 50s, yeah. So I asked them that. Everyone was like, wow, he asked him this like really cool question. And I don't remember his answer. I don't care. But I was like being a little bit of a class rebel. It was fun. I got to talk to that girl in the show, in the scene. And yeah, but Hilary Duff, I have a super major crush on her. More so now, even when she's married, because she's looking sweet, really fine. And yeah, it's just people in my life. I could tell you all about that day on set. It's a long story. I could talk about my day on the Disney Channel for like 2 hours straight. Ask me about one of my other girls that are on this list.
Right.
My favorite people ever.
Melinda Martinez.
Oh my goodness. You're breaking my heart with this one. So, Nick Carrasco. Nick, if you're out there, I'm your old neighbor. One of my good friends, really, really close friends. He was Melinda's boyfriend, but Melinda liked me. We had class together. We bonded over contemporary Christian music. We talk about the same type of songs. She and I just really talked a lot. I guess people didn't really give her the time of day. She's really pretty, but she has a speech impediment at the time when she was younger. I don't know if she still does now. She had a little bit of a speech impediment, but she was super cute. And yeah, just like when we went out on a group date, we went and saw Meet the Parents. And I was super jealous of who she was with at the time. I don't even think she was with Nick. But she was over some other guy. I liked her a lot. She liked me a lot. But we always got the timing off. And I wrote her this long email, angry at her. Didn't use any cuss words. I didn't cuss back then. Especially when I became a Christian around that time, I did not cuss, but I was very angry, and to be angry without cussing, I wrote it and I would change the font. It was a very colorful paper, and I don't know what I was angry at her about, but it was this long email that I wrote in bold print, bold red print. Some words were in bold red print, other was regular, and it was just a long, draining email, and she printed it out and started showing it to people in class and talking about me about it. And then we had this scene. We were doing an acting scene together, and I had to tell someone I love them. So I did this scene about how much I love you, and I picked her as my scene partner to be like, watch, I'm a good actor because I'm mad at you right now. I don't like you. I don't love you. But yeah, I'm going to tell you I love you in this scene. So as soon as the scene's over, I love you, and it was a really, really, really good one. And then my facial expression changed, went back to my seat, was mad at her. And then, just, I don't know why I was mad at why it didn't work out. I went and found where she lived, and like in high school, I tried to find her. I tried to find her on Facebook. Like, we had a bad falling out in middle school, but we were really close. I'm still hungover over her. I don't know what happened to her. But I love her a lot, and we were really, really close friends for a year, really close. She was my friend's girlfriend. Then she asked me out through a friend, meaning that she's still going out with Nick. She wants to break up with Nick and be with me. Like, she wanted to probably lose her virginity. People were fucking over there in middle school. It's a serious deal. And so, no, like, I didn't like the way she played things. She's really good, but we got along really well. We were on good terms. We talked really well with each other. We liked a lot of the same things, and yeah, I remember just that. I think it must have been like, I found out where she lived. I know that because I remember, I don't know how I took her home one time or something. And I remember where her family lived, and the last time I went and knocked on that door, some other family lived there, and told me I didn't know where they moved to. But I looked her up in high school. I looked her up, and she's just a really good-looking girl that liked me. And I turned down. I rejected her. For whatever reason, I rejected her because she's involved with my friend. So I'm not going to betray my friend.
Angela told her.
Angela said, next time I'm in California, we're going to have coffee.
Cool.
Yeah, and yeah, she's...
How about Lovisa Peterson?
Lovisa Peterson, yeah. I don't want to talk about it. It's not a big deal. It's a girl I met on the internet. Where I have YouTube videos about her. I was like talking to her on Skype for like 2 months. It's not a big deal, but like I wanted to go out there and marry her. I found out where she lived. I have her number. Everything. This guy looked her up in Sweden. You list your number and your address public. It's all in public records. You can look up anyone. But she had a boyfriend. We were like talking to each other all the time. We met on Valentine's Day on a webcam site. She's really sweet. I'll put a link to one of my videos to Louisa in the description. She's really sweet, and I did some cute videos. So she likes Nickelback though. So far away, but not so far away.
What about Izzy Chang?
Oh no! How do you know these names already by heart? You look me straight in the eyes. What about Izzy Chang? What about Izzy?
What the? You asked me to ask you about these names on this list.
I want to fight you that you brought up Isabel. That breaks my heart. Isabel, yeah. We gotta talk about Isabel in the car. He asked me about Isabel. Can you believe this? I have not podcasted much about Isabel Chang. Izzy said, what about Izzy? And then he just looked at me straight in the eyes. And he saw the list of people that I was telling him about, talk about on the podcast. And yeah, he said, what about Izzy? And that got me mad. I turned off the podcast and said, wow. How, the inflection of his voice, he's an actor. He looked at me straight in my eyes and said, what about Izzy? That gets me. Like, what about her? Like, I want to fight you right now. How dare you ask me about Isabel? That's a tough subject. Me and Isabel got in a big fight on the internet. Because I told her I was gay and she thought I was only straight. And she's bi. And she's a young kid. She got in a fist fight with her brother. Her brother tried to knife her. And I was there doing a lot of drama in her life. I wish she could have like had a better positive experience around me, but like I can tell you from A to Z what happened with me and Izzy. First of all, it started in the library at RCC Library, Riverside, California. We met. She's a really cute Asian girl. She had just cut her hair that same day, actually. Short. She had it long. And I don't know, I'm attracted to girls that have short. They're like strong, independent girls, and short hair kind of gets me too. Anyway, so I talked to her. She was sitting next to the computer. I picked the computer next to her to sit next to her. And so I hit on her a little bit. We were laughing, talking to each other. He said, you want to hang out? She's like, sure, let's hang out. So I had my car. We drove off somewhere off campus to get something to eat. We went on several dates, Izzy and I. But she told me, Marco, you're talking about Fanny too much. This is going to be a problem. I kissed her on the neck, we cuddled, we spooned a lot. I was like, if I would have made a move, we probably could have slept together. But I'm the kind of guy who didn't want to make a move, and good thing I didn't, because later she threw in my face that she felt uncomfortable. When I told her how much I loved her, she felt uncomfortable. Me kept saying that. It's like, all right, so you love me, so like, keep that feeling to yourself, I guess is her feeling. Like, let's just be friends. Keep that, but you can't put it back in the box once there's I love you out of the box. So yeah, it's a lot of love, and she didn't have the same feelings for me, but she definitely loved me a little bit, but not as much deep love that I cared and affection for her as I did. So Isabel is something that I'm gonna have to talk to him about, and yeah, it's a dreadful subject. Isabel Chan, one of the most beautiful girls I've ever met in my life. One of the most beautiful girls in the entire world. Oh my goodness, if I can just have her in my life again. Yes. But yeah, it's deep affection for her. We're leaving the Stations Casino. We just had the buffet. What did you think of the buffet? Huh?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you're live on YouTube.
It was alright.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing to write home about. Our friend next to us didn't like the melons. The last time I was at the podcast with Alex Gold, I had a good time, but I said we're gonna have to talk about that in the car. So yeah, I already talked about her basically. Yeah, I love her a lot, but like Isabel, man, she's just like, she's over me. She's so over me, and so I had to ask her friends and have to apologize and try to get back in her life, and she blocked me already, and she don't want to talk to me anymore, and you have to respect that when girls get to that level where they do that. But still, I still try to I talk to her friends on Twitter. She's not on Facebook. She's in South Korea, man. And who knows if she's watching my YouTube channel. Sees what I'm doing. She had it. She subscribed to me. But yeah, so Isabel is really cool. I love her a lot. I'll have to put a picture of me and Isabel, some pictures over here so you can see what I'm talking about. This is me and Izzy hanging outside of a bowling alley. This is me and Izzy near the painting where we first met. She was cold in this picture. I put my coat on her. That's me and Isabel. And yeah, so her friend said she's a teacher now, teaching English in South Korea. I was with her. The last thing she was doing was she was waving signs in Riverside, doing sign holding, and they were paying her under the table. And she didn't have a student visa, just a student visa, and it expired. So she felt like with the Trump crackdown that it was going to be hard for her to get into the country or out of the country. So she left the country, and she wanted to have all her papers in order and stuff. And yeah, she said she would come back by now, but she hasn't. And by the way, we had an argument. She messaged me out of the blue last summer. Hadn't met, and I called her the B word. And that's not a good thing to call girls, huh? The B word?
No.
Don't they get really mad?
Depends on the girl.
I said, stop blowing up my phone, bitch. And she said, wow, I never knew you would talk to me like that. And I was already living with Elena at that point. She was gonna be my girlfriend. So out of the blue, I had been trying to talk to her for a long time, and now when I'm with another girl, now after months, she wants to talk, or actually wants to tell me that she don't want to talk anymore. After months, messages me out of the blue to say she don't want to talk anymore. But I love her, and I apologize for saying that. And she had nothing but positive things to say a lot of the time in our friendship, and I was the asshole. So I'm sorry, Isabel. But yeah, I was mad, and I got hit by a bike after seeing her. And I said, hey, I got hit by a bike, and I'm sorry, I got hit by a car. And I wanted her to message me back. She didn't. But when she did message me back, we have long, great conversations. When we did hang out, it was good. But yeah, she just realized that Mark was a little bit clingy. So I guess I am. When it's a good-looking girl like this, you gotta be. You can't let her go. But that little fireball kid, she's spunky. And yeah, let's talk about something else. But anyway, we'll continue this another time. Let's go to the next segment.
Las
of the
Vegas
podcast.
School of Shotokan Karate.
Shaka Khan. Talk to you in a minute. On to the next part of the podcast. We're here now on Commerce. I was just at the Golden Nugget, and I was hanging off the Wi-Fi, working on the channel, and we were smoking right now in the car, and we were thinking, should we go to an AA meeting or should we go to a bar?
Oh gosh, dude, don't put me on the air with that shit.
And we thought neither. Right.
Dude, I don't want to be on
Las Vegas is a one-party consent state. You only need one party to consent. Me, I consent to recording you. And that's all it is. You get kind of jumper. But you can be asked to leave for recording in a casino. You can be asked to stop recording inside of a casino. But once you leave a casino, you're allowed to record anything. But I don't have you in frame right now. Okay, so is that better?
Yes.
All right. He's camera shy. You have to pay him in order to get him on camera. Let's look at the strip. Now we're over here by Tacos Tijuana. We just passed Tacos Mexico, actually it's called. And I can't stop raving about Tacos Mexico because they swear up and down, they're right off the stratosphere, that they have the best tacos, and that's it. If you go to Tacos Mexico, over here behind us, it's by the Oasis Motel across the street. And you go over there, you will see on the cup, it says, Para Tacos Mexico y ya. It sounds like a joke. I mean, the literal translation means for Mexican tacos, and that's it. So I guess it's a regular slogan, but the way I say it sounds funny. Para Tacos Mexico y ya. And they're filming a Star Wars movie over here? What is this? I'm hearing some sort of a thing. It's called Celestia, and it's in the parking lot of the Stratosphere. And they have some bungalows, and they're doing something. But yeah, we're not knowing what are you vibing on today to do?
was planning on hanging out with Dariush, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so Dariush is a friend of Max's that loves Dungeons and Dragons. So we were gonna go over there and be like, I have the gimmick working. We're gonna do Stranger Things. And we're gonna say, the wand of power now moves to the next level, and I have a card that says I must go left. If I go left, I'm gonna be attacked by monkeys. If I go right, I'm going to have the wand of power and release you into oblivion. Whatever Dungeons and Dragons is, we haven't played it. We were gonna play it. But he said, yeah, because Vin Diesel played it, so it's cool. He said, watch the Vin Diesel.
Dude, I didn't say that. He just wanted you to watch it. I never played it before in my life.
That's what he's like. He said, yeah, Vin Diesel. Watch
that's exactly
that we have to watch the Vin Diesel thing in order to understand. We don't have to watch the video in order to understand Dungeons and Dragons. What's it called? Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, right?
I guess, I think.
Yeah. There used to be a casino called the SLS. I don't know if that's the same one that the Sahara is now. Now this is where Brittany's bar is. If you go down Sahara, was down there. I came down here in the middle of the night because I wanted to go to the strip, and the bus broke down around here. I came by Jake's bar, and I was like, Brittany, here's some lunch. 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, just to give her lunch, because she works from 12 a.m. to 9 a.m. basically. So I came at 3 a.m. I guess it's early, and I gave her lunch. I was like, hey. She's like, huh? And I did it before people do it. They bring her snacks and stuff. And yeah, so that was cool. Brittany Brits, shout out to Brittany. We're at Elvis Presley Boulevard here on Paradise.
Just audio.
Yeah, but there's also video podcasting like Joe Rogan.
Uh-huh.
So basically any long video for me that's over 10 minutes, I turn it into a podcast. And yeah, if it's under 10 minutes, it's a vlog. So yeah, we're talking. Podcast is just basically talking. You're talking. So yeah, my friend here, Max, is not impressed with my channel or the podcast.
I did not say that.
Because it's only
don't put words in my mouth.
It's only about 7 people. He doesn't seem impressed. But I love him. He's hardcore. People don't understand him. I think, and that's why they're. Yeah, he has a big beef with the Muslim community. Because of one guy.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. Because the one guy he had a disagreement with. We won't get into it. But anyway, I'm joking around with you, man. But no, he is upset about nothing. You're upset about nothing. So yeah, dude, like you can get free drinks in bars when you get your players. I have a free drink. I don't know if it's still valid. You can go inside the Hard Rock. There's no Wi-Fi in there though. Doesn't that suck? Has it been 48 hours? Do you want to go to the Hard Rock bar with me?
That's right by our house. I might be down with that.
Just to see if my coupon is still valid. And what do you need here?
I figured I'd grab a beer.
Oh, don't have to.
Huh?
What? Don't have to. Buy one at the Hard Rock.
It's gonna be more money there.
Oh yeah, I guess you grab a beer.
You know what I mean?
You could bring it in.
Yeah,
you could bring it into the casino.
Yeah,
I can. You could, but you. I don't know. If I would get one from the bar, I'll take mine from the bar and drink near you. So I have a drinking buddy now tonight, and I'm gonna go inside with him. The difference is drinkability. That's the slogan it used to be for my life. I like that. I like that you like Bud Light, Max.
Why? Good bread here?
That's a good brand.
Yeah?
Is that your beer? Pretty much. It's the easiest free beer to get in Las Vegas, right? Just paying for Bud Light. Don't drink it yet. No bags or backpacks allowed in the store. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's it for the podcast. We're about to go out and hang out somewhere and go over here in his car. But thank you so much, everybody. Las Vegas, baby.